Hi everyone, I've just popped on to talk to you about my weight loss, how I started, and my weird relationship that I have with food. I treated food like it was my best friend. I turned to it for comfort when I was sad, when I was emotional, when I felt unloved. I turned to food to fill a void that was inside of me, but it was an emotional void. And because that emotional void was so big inside and it needed addressing with communication, no matter how much food I ate, did it ever fill that void? So I kept eating more and more and more to try and fill the void inside, the emptiness inside. And of course, it never worked. That food that I chose to eat was 9 times out of 10 very sugary, very sweet, and that sugar is highly addictive. These food manufacturers are not stupid. They pile it full of sugar, fat, all the stuff that's really addictive to get us addicted. And it works a treat. We're suckered right in, and they're making an awful lot of money. So I consider myself to be a food addict. One of my friends that I work with, he's a psychiatrist, and we've discussed this many times. And my GP said that I couldn't possibly be addicted to sugar because they said it's not an addictive substance. So chatting with my friend that is a psychiatrist, he was saying to me that he thinks it can be because you're attaching an emotion to it. So every time I ate that sugary sweet food, I would think of my gran that always made me home baked cakes and biscuits, and I would feel love, but it never filled the void that was inside of me. And that void that was inside of me was massive, and it was low self-esteem, attracting people in my life that treated me poorly and badly, and that I allowed them to treat me like that. It wasn't until I started valuing myself as a person and starting digging deep inside and addressing all those emotions and, you know, dealing with the emotions head on, instead of turning to what I thought was my best friend was my sugary food. Actually, it was nearly killing me. You know, when I went to the GP and I weighed 21 stone, I got on those scales, I nearly died. I had no idea how much I weighed. You know, I was in my 20s being told, you're not going to make it to your mid-30s if you carry on eating like this, you're going to kill yourself. It frightened me. It really did frighten me. But it also meant saying goodbye to a relationship, because this weird relationship I had with food, like I told you, it was a friend. It was like a relation to me. It was something I turned to, something that was there for me when I needed comforting, and I was going to take that away. And even now, when I have times of sadness, I lost my sister, she was very young, and at that time I craved chocolate. Like every day I just wanted chocolate, because to me that was going to help fill that pain inside. But I knew that it wouldn't work. So I had to find another way. I had to face those feelings, face that grief and that pain head on, you know. So I'm not saying any of this was easy to overcome. What I'm saying is the health and fitness I've got now, and the life that I live now, and the opportunities, the things I do, the way I'm treated, the confidence I have now, I would never be living this type of life if I had stayed addicted to food. If I'd have carried on using that sugary food as my friend, thinking it was my best friend, and really I was killing myself with my addiction. So the next time you go to turn to food, think about what's triggered that. The next time you overeat, the next time you go to the supermarket and buy 3 packets of biscuits because your friend's coming round, when really you know deep down you're going to eat them all yourself, before you put them in your basket, ask yourself, why am I doing this? What is wrong with me? What's missing? Why am I sad? Why am I angry? You know, it could be many emotions. It's not always just sadness. Sometimes I'd be so mad at the way that someone was treating me that the anger would make me binge. So find out what your trigger is. really start looking at that and start addressing that, and find something different to replace it with, something that makes you feel good, something that gets rid of those feelings, that is not damaging your health. I was looking at a mental health cycle, and it was about people that use gambling as their addiction, and it was talking about replacing thoughts and feelings with gambling. So really any addiction, when you look at that cycle, is the same. You know, whether it be food that you replace your thoughts and your feelings and emotions with, whether it be alcohol, you know, whether it be cocaine or gambling, you know, whatever addiction is in that cycle. It's that thought, that feeling, that emotion that you're trying to feel or numb. And we need to find out what those triggers are, and don't use food as your friend, because it isn't. It's there to fuel your body. And I think as well, you need to believe that you can do it. You deserve to be living your best, healthiest life. And if I can do it, I was a working mum, you know, I worked full time, I was studying, had a really busy life, but your health must be your priority. You can be a better mum, a better friend, a better daughter. You'll have more energy for life, and you deserve this. So if you want to make the changes, you can, because I did. And follow my group on Facebook, Step by Step Sarah Jane. Got my lovely hoodie on, as you can see. We've got some nice apparel. We've got some phone cases, mugs, fitness vests, which is going to be my next purchase. This lovely hoodie. So yeah, get on there and buy something. We can all help and motivate each other. Thanks guys. Bye.